Hey guys, check out g2a.com for cheap games. There's a link and discount code in the description down below. We'll do say 10 minutes of some drift practice. I'll show you a drift line that I like to take quite well. And I think we might bring out Turbio for this, possibly. I want to bring Turbio in because Turbio, for the most part, does really, really nice line. Do you know this line? The Silverstone drift circuit line.
It's the one where you turn around and you take that
Yeah,
back.
you turn around, you go back. We're going to let Turbio run it. Or, well, actually, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to follow you.
Let me
running
get
it
there first, okay?
Are you having some problems? So I'm gonna follow you, see what you can do to, say, improve your line. And by no means am I an expert at this, but I'm gonna try to help a buddy. This one is a step harder, but this is actually the way I learned to drift.
This is a big step harder.
No racing line for you going backwards, but this is the way I learned to drift. You're gonna essentially, because Turbio takes really, really good lines for the majority of the time. Try your best to follow Turbio the time he enters the corner sideways, the speed he enters the corner. Try to follow him exactly that way. And I'm going to sit behind you. So let's go ahead. See how we can do. You're going to see him dive into the corner. So, like, go out left with him there and turn in and try to follow his lines as much as possible. Are you using a bit too... Yeah, you are. I was like, are you using a bit too much power? Yes. Yeah. Something you can usually get away with in drifting that I actually find easier than racing is there's no sort of, like, middle ground with the throttle for the most part. You either just gun it all the way to the floor or nothing. Alright, so let's go Turbio and try your best to follow his lines. Like, you'll see him come out to the left at the beginning of that corner so I can get a nice snap in on the left-hand corner. It's usually a good... general rule of thumb. Get a good snap on and start to drift.
It's kind of weird. The flat tracks actually feel a tad bit harder than the ones with elevation change.
It's not that it's flat. Oh, okay, Turbio.
Nice one, Turbio. I'm talking back right. Boom.
It's open, and there's so much space you can use. It's hard to. You sort of have to limit yourself to your exact line, or else you'll just run everywhere and go crazy. Because if you run all the way out wide here, for instance, you'll do the corner fine, like what you did. You'll do the corner fine, but if you go too wide, you'll be bad for this corner right here.
Yeah.
This is sort of like linking up corners and how you get a hell of a lot of points. As soon as you start to chain up all those points, you'll do fair. Turbio's rolling again. I'm going to roll with Turbio. Oh, I'm not going to be able to. The reason this is so hard is because you're following a track, but yet at the same time, you have to stay within these lines. And if you start to go too crazy, you can sort of mess up. So try to stick with me as much as possible. And you can see what lines I take. Oh, my vibration on my controller just went out. Oh.
Sorry.
Alan murdered me.
I murdered you.
I need batteries. You go. Let's see how you do. Okay, Alan, you enter very late. That would be why you went so freaking wide. And that's a lot of power. Did you try to spin there?
No. Yes.
Okay. Because you used a lot of power and you just kept the drift in and you just sort of went like that's how you do 360s. Like, you can just power it in and power it in and power it in. And just be like, whee! Oh.
Whee.
Provided you don't get bumped. That's the way I do 360s. They are very cheaty, but they look cool.
Express.
So, go out left a little bit so you can get a good snap in. And then you gotta enter early. You entered a good time there. And just stick with him. Keep the power on. Keep those rear wheels spinning. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Alan's doing well. Okay, maybe a little too much power through there. I try to stick it in like try to stick along the rumble strip there.
Hey, I did it without spinning out.
You did it.
Oh.
That looked
There
good.
you go.
Okay, good time to initiate. That's usually where I would go. A lot of tire smoke coming off of your tires. I'm liking it.
That's a good thing. Sorry, environment.
Me and Turbio are so freaking close. Oh, I think you could use too much power in there.
Yeah. You haven't, like, held my finger off the trigger yet.
When you watch, if you go back and you watch some of my drifting videos, like the ones I do with Turbio and we're tandeming, you'll see a lot of the time it's either on off the whole time. It's a lot of feathering and going up and down. There's no, like, really holding it on for too long. So try to stick with me, Alan.
I will. Oh, I kind of know what I was doing there. Oh.
That was a bad line from Nicky Poo.
Yeah, bad line for us all.
Let's keep it
Those are
going.
terrible.
Oh, I got turbo here. Ghetto Tandem's on the door. Sort of cheating when you crash into him.
What's the drift leagues?
Alright, little late on the entry. You might run a little wide here. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, no, no.
Oh, shit, turbo.
And
Trying to watch Alan the whole time. That's good. And then just snap it back and you'll be good. One of the ways you can transition, actually, I don't think it worked very well in Forza 5. But if you tap the brakes, I think you did it there.
yes, I have been doing
And
that.
you can transition from going left to right fairly easily.
Yeah.
That's one of the sort of little tricks you can pick up on. Holy shit, Turbo's angle is ridiculous. That looked pretty cool. All right, Alan, so I think you have a good idea of how the lines work a little bit. You sort of know how to initiate, what you're going to use on the Alps a little bit.
The
Nope.
sections are harder.
Sections, yeah. Sections, for the most part, are a little bit harder. Just because you can break sections down into, like, clipping points and everything like that. I don't really care about those. They're just too advanced for me, and the people who do them are really, really good. But for the most part, I like to just sort of follow people and stick with them like that. See how many points you can get this time. You got 33 to beat, right? Huge angle from Alan. That's a lot of power.
Went very terribly. That did not go well.
The issue there is that you just tossed on the power and you held it down.
Mm-hmm.
And it caused you to spin.
That.
You didn't have any grip.
We'll start here. Oh. Now I'm failing
the
like
same
a
thing
fucking
happened there.
twat.
So this is the part where you can actually get some huge points and keep all these sections, or keep all the points going throughout here. If you go
What gear
left,
did you say stay in third?
I stay in fourth. You need the extra power. Then I'm head down here, snap it right a little bit, keep my points going up, and then go back left. It will also sort of slow you down a little bit so you don't go too wide.
I had 2,000 points there and I lost them. I didn't crash or anything.
If you go out of the yellow lines, that will happen.
Oh god, they're so strict.
Yeah, like you can do your brake transitions again, or brake, yeah, transitions, left to right. If that happens, just slow down.
5,000 as well there. It's not going well.
It's okay, we got 2 laps.
Thanks for making me lose, like, my points again.
Did I lose your point? Did you lose your points there?
Yeah.
Oh. And then in here, I stick in 4th gear. Just stick on the inside of the corner and bring it out way wide here, and then you're going to come back inside. That way you can sort of maximize all your points.
There we go, that went quite decent.
Then here, go early. Make sure you go early.
Yeah.
You have the braking line on, right?
I do, yeah.
General rule of thumb, start to drift when it changes color, or when it appears.
Okay.
When it appears it depends how fast you're going, obviously, but general rule of thumb, if it's on the screen, start to go. And see if you can keep your points through here. Like, keep snapping back left and right, and you'll notice that Forza actually lets you drift this entire section all the way basically to the end. Like, you can still keep your points through here. You should be killing your speed on the brakes hard down there.
Bit gets me. That bit makes me lose my points. I always forget about it. Because you're
When
so
you're coming
close
down the
to,
hill
like,
hard-
you're so far from the barrier. You don't
Yeah, you're
notice
really
it.
far away, and it's sort of like deceiving. It's sort of similar to Silverstone in that way, where you're given all this freedom, but if you use it, you'll get screwed up. But like you can technically keep your points throughout all of this from the top of the hill. Whoa.
All the power to you, just keep doing what
How
you
much?
do best, drifting.
I wouldn't say the best is what I do is drifting. I would say it's being dumb, but thank you. Keep it on the inside of the track as close as you can to the front yellow line in front of your car. Then out here, bring it out wide. Do you know how to do that? Bringing it out wide and keeping it in?
What does that mean?
With your handbrake? Like, if you're out wide, the back of your car will be close to the yellow line, the further away one from the corner. And if you're in close, the front of your car will be close to the inside line. So, okay, before we go too far, come to this first corner, and I'll show you what inside and outside means.
Okay.
So if you're going outside, you're going to drift along this yellow line, all the way at the back. Usually, don't want to do that. Rule of thumb. That's the outside line.
That looks difficult.
Inside line is this front yellow one.
Okay.
I like to drift along that one. Rule of thumb. Again, inside, 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 inside. And you can sort of bring it out wide and go to this line. And then you're going back here, keeping your points going, and then outside. You sort of can learn the way the track goes and how to maximize your points like that. Be on the brakes hard where you are, by the way. That part of the track goes down a lot more than people think. You gotta be on the brakes hard. You lose your points for that?
No.
Good.
No, I had it.
Alright, so go inside. That's outside.
Oh, yes.
Inside all the way close, and then you're going inside here again. And then slowly go out.
Wait, which way is which again?
You're out, in, all
That's
the way
in.
through, and then you come out. You know the racing line you do in, well, racing?
Yeah, it's essentially, that's what I'm noticing. You just follow the racing line.
Usually, yeah. It gets a little bit complicated when you're screwing around with keeping your points and stuff, but yeah. So go inside all the way around this corner, 4th gear. You want to keep the power on usually the entire time. And then bring it out wide here. Out wide all the way to the fence. And you're coming back in.
No, I got like a huge amount of points there.
I got 8K.
Not too bad.
And then you're going from outside to inside here. And then you're going back out. Follow the racing line. That's outside, Alan.
I know. Give me a chance to get it in.
Oh, Alan's having trouble getting it in. And you're going all the way wide, all the way wide.
7,600 points. Boys, I'm doing it. Yes, it's recording game clips of me drifting.
Good.
That's usually a good thing.
And then here, this is the part where you can sort of screw with it. Like, usually you're supposed to go out wide and then go back in and stuff. But if you want to keep your points going, you sort of got to screw around with your racing line. Really going.
Brake.
And then gun it. As soon as you start to go back up, be on the power hard.
Oh.
How's this lap going for you, Alan?
Pretty good. Current lap, I'm just over 20k.
That's good. Keep it in and then go out. Oh no, I'm gonna lose my points. I lost my points. I had a 17k chain held up there. So this is the part where you're sort of have to get used to the car a little bit and sort of play around with the track and sort of learn every track.
I messed up there.
drifting.
No points. I had no points, so that wasn't too bad.
But you got to start drifting early if you want to get some points here. So Alan, has that been a good drifting lesson for you?
Yes, I think it has been. Turbio has even said that I am doing better than when he first started.
Yeah, that's
so
a good sign. I think we should ask if people have any more questions about drifting. They should leave them in the comments, and if I feel like it's something I know enough to sort of make a video about, prepare to shit your pants.
What the fuck?